Barakatah Makim. This is Yahweh Tazak coming back with another video. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Much love and respect to you brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth, striving for the hopeful elect, enduring all afflictions and seeking out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Kakudash, Barakatah Makim. I just want to come back with a quick lesson just regarding dealing with individual people in the world, and how Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has given us instructions and a blueprint on how to discern people, whether their works be good or evil, if they have feigned or unfeigned love, or if they're a true brother or not. All right, because the scriptures give us instructions on how to deal with everything. All right. So I just want to bring out this one here in the book of Sirach, chapter 19, verse 26. It says, "There is a wicked man that hangeth down his head sadly, but inwardly he is full of deceit." Right? And that's the thing. Satan, which the word Satan in the Hebrew is Shatan, which means adversary. So an individual person, could be Satan. He could be calling himself a brother, a friend, your own family, your blood relatives, your own children. All right. And that's the thing that, like I said, it said, there's a wicked man that hangeth down his head sadly. So what does that appear to somebody that would see that? Somebody that's humble, maybe has a meek spirit, right? That's why the Lord says, when he was rebuking the Pharisees and the scribes, and it was basically saying that men shall come in sheep's clothing, but within they're as raving wolves, man. Okay. And a wolf, what does a wolf do? A wolf devours, man. It's a predator. So there's examples of animals that bow down, they hang their head low, and people that are simple, they'll reach out to them and they'll get bit. Now realizing that animal is it's a wild animal, man. It's a predator. Okay. So you have to use proper discernment and discretion. And when I'm speaking to brothers that are the sincere brothers, okay, that are learning this and applying wisdom into their life and sincerely, not to be looked upon as being a great one or an all-knowing one, or I'm special because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai revealed this unto me. Because the Most High, He knows the ones that truly hold close this word to them, okay? And they're not going to reveal it to every single person. They're not going to be treating every single person as if they are a brother in the truth, okay? So brothers can't be swayed or deceived by someone that hangs their head low, or their countenance appears as humble. That's why the Lord said in the same book in the book of Sirach, the trial of men is in their speech. Praise no man until you hear him speak, basically. Because within the heart is what shows forth who that person is. Okay, but then that person can know what you're about and come only to you with that same mindset. But how is that person with everybody else? Is he still remaining the same with that same integrity? Okay. But when it comes to a brother or an elder or whatever, that person comes to us with a low head, with a sad countenance or a humble countenance. But that's the one thing that guys don't understand, is that we're all being watched by the angels, by Yahweh Shai, the angels, and brothers. Okay, I'm aware of this. Okay, But like I said, I'm making this video for brothers that may not be keen Keen to seeing these certain things. All right. It says, there is a wicked man that hangeth down his head sadly, but inwardly he is full of deceit, which is what? Lies. All right, his own opinions. Okay. He don't agree with what we say, with what the elders of Great Millstone had taught us. All right. Instead, in his heart, he's contemplating. All right. He's the root of bitterness is springing up in him, man. Okay. And you'll in time, in process of time, the Lord will show it. And you gotta see the real subtle things. The subtle things is what gives it off, man. Like, there's certain things that you can tell, you know, that something's not right, or, you know. But sometimes the scriptures say that and the evil suspicion has overthrown their judgment. So you don't want to fall into that category. So that's why we say let time have its course. Let Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai play everything out. Okay. It says, casting down his countenance. You see, so he cast down his countenance and making as if he heard it not. Because when we're on the highways and the byways, or we're talking to certain people, you know, there's certain brothers that are real forward, you know, straightforward. You got some brothers that are more, you know, reserved, you know, discreet. But when we're speaking, a lot of people don't like what comes out of our mouth, man. You know, it don't even have to be about cussing. It could just be about the integrity and the respect of things, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't like the man that has the authority. Okay? Because even though, like, when Yahushua was put to death, you think that all those people that witnessed that believed the way we believed, that he was going to be given with power? No, there was a lot of people that were like, look at him, he died, he's just another man, he was weak. But prior to that, what were they saying? He spoke as one that had authority. But yet they hated and despised him because of these things. They envied him because of these things. You see? So to brothers that are not keen to these things, you have to pay attention. We know what Ephesians 6 and 10 all the way down says, that well, not that one. In Peter's, where it says the lion being vigilant, because the adversary, the devil, cometh as a roaring lion, seeking who he may devour, roughly paraphrasing, right? We know that being vigilant is what? Being circumspect, paying attention, being aware of your surroundings, paying attention to people's conduct, the way they move. Okay, it don't always have to be by something they say. It can be by the way they move and how they go about certain things. Okay, but sometimes, well, not sometimes, all the time, they will reveal themselves through certain little subtle things, and if it starts increasing, then you start narrowing it down. Versus, you know, because we're not perfect, we're all gonna make mistakes, you know, but when you start seeing it and it starts increasing, then more or less you know what's up already, you know. That's why brothers are harping on so many times, so much throughout all these years, about how treating brothers properly, man, with respect, with honor. Okay, but you got some guys that they don't think they have to respect or honor. Just like the whole thing that went down with honoring the elders, man, reverencing the elders. Okay, having the problem with the problem of the word worship, which we're not worshiping in that. It's not worshiping in that sense of bowing down to an idol and saying that this is my God or this is my Savior. Okay, there's synonyms to that word worship, which reverence and honor, respect. You know, it's just like if when I see my brothers and we salute each other, that's what it is. I bow my head down to them on the shoulder, man. You know, there's certain brothers that I've met from Dallas that I straight up hugged them. I wrapped my arms around those brothers, man. You know, and I'm probably older than them, and you know, in a worldly sense. You know, so that's what it is. It's not you're worshiping them like an idol, okay? That's the stupidity of certain people, man. You know, because ultimately the one that overrides it all is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. He's the one that's to be worshipped. Yahweh is the one to be worshipped. Okay. It says, casting down his countenance and making as if he heard not. Right. But yet when he hears these things, what we speak about, it's in his mind, it's in his spirit, and it starts reacting. There's a reaction when the spirit is pushed out. It's either gonna break you or make you. It's either gonna make you exceedingly proud, arrogant, full of pomp, or it's gonna bring you to a desolate state of being plagued in the mind. I mean, you're bugging out. Okay, so this wicked man, all right, which it can come in the form of any title: brother, elder, teacher, friend, mother, father, son, daughter. All right, there's no discrimination when it comes to Satan, man. When it comes to nationalities and things of this nature, okay. So when he hears it, he'll cast his head down, all right, and pretend that he agrees, or he'll be saying "Kanat," or he's just agreeing with you in general, right? Where he is not known, he will do thee a mischief before thou be aware. He's already plotting. He's been plotting. So when he finds an opportunity, he's going to do mischief unto thee. You know? And mischief can come in different forms, man. But like I said prior, he was already full of deceit. Okay? He wasn't sincere. All right? He wasn't as humble as he thought he was. All right? Because that's what integrity means. There's a difference between integrity and being proud. Proud, you don't want that. You want to have integrity, self-respect. You know? So you want to be aware. You want to pay attention to these subtle things, these and not be swayed by the humbleness, the you know, it's like some people in the world, like for me, example, they act like they can't trust me or something because of the way I may look, because of the way I speak. But yet my heart ain't like that. My heart ain't trying to overcome them or take advantage of them. You know, this is just the way I look. This is just the way I talk. Okay? Not realizing that, you know, they could actually trust me. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you know, that's the balance and the discernment that brothers have to make in order to, you know, to achieve that. What Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is trying to relay to us, man. You know, wisdom. You know, with all that getting, get understanding. With all that getting, get wisdom. Get wisdom, but with all that getting, get understanding. Right? Okay. So verse 28, and if for want of power he will be hindered from sinning, yet when he findeth opportunity, he will do evil. You see? So he's gonna wait as that crouching lion, like that is spoken of in Peter's and in Psalm chapter 10, where, you know, we use those scriptures referring to Esau, but also it can apply to a brother. Look at Judas Iscariot, man. He was part of the elect, right? Or he was chosen. He was called. I'm gonna say it like that. But yet the devil was there, man. Satan was there. All right. Wasn't no Edomite. You know what I'm saying? He was an Israelite. So it says, verse 29, and a man may be known. This is the point. It's to brothers, man. A man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance. See? So you have to have understanding, experience, you know, knowing the spirit of error and the spirit of truth. We all been in the world. We all dealt with different people, all forms of situations. Some brothers are so expert and knowing when they come across a fake ass person, man, you know, or a person that can't be trusted. Why are they so expert in that? Because that's all they've been through in their life, dealing with 2/3 ass niggas like that, man. You know, it's all through experience. That's why I said a man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him. Okay. So sometimes you can meet somebody right off the rip, and then boom, you already know what's up. But sometimes it takes time, you know. Sometimes it takes time, and sometimes you know, just like we all thought certain brothers were brothers in the truth, but they ended up turning out to be otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Let me park real quick, brothers, so I can. You know, there's been a lot of men that came in and ended up falling out or getting kicked out for various reasons, and everybody thought they were brothers, and they might still be. Some of them, you know, they repent, they get themselves in order, they acknowledge their offense, and they keep doing what they got to do, you know. But it says in verse 30, I'm gonna start at verse 29 again. A man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance. When thou meetest him, a man's attire and excessive laughter and gait show what he is. You see that? Because whatever is inside of you is what displays, what mirrors, you know. So a man's attire, that's talking about clothing. I'm gonna look it up. Clothes, especially fine or formal ones, holiday attire, verbal. Clothing, clothes, garments, dress, wear, outfits. You get the point. So that's what a man's attire. You can tell what a man is about by the way he dresses, you know. But you can't always just lean on that. You got to let time take its course, like I said earlier in the video. And excessive laughter, you know, because going back to Yahweh Shai, he wasn't all decked out like the Pharisees and the scribes, but yeah, he was a king, man. Yahweh Shai was Yahweh's son. What it is and was Yahweh's son, man. You know, even though he came down as a man, as a worm, right, and had no place to lay his head. Yeah, he was full. He was a king, man. You know, so you can't always just go based off. It's just something that brothers have to be, aware of. A man's attire and excessive laughter and a gait show what he is. And the word gait is how he moves, how he walks. A person's manner of walking says walk, step, stride, pace, tread, bearing, carriage, so that's what the word gait means. So how you move through the spirit, not how you go about doing certain things. All right, show what he is, man. So in the scriptures, it tells you, it says excessive laughter, right? Well, there's nothing wrong with laughing. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's nothing wrong with being angry. You know what I'm saying? So, but check this out. Let me see. This is Sirach 21 and 20. A fool lifted up his voice with laughter. See? A fool lifted up his voice with laughter, but a wise man does scarce smile little. See that? Let me bring it up right here. This is Sirach 21 and 20. A fool lifteth up his voice with laughter, but a wise man does scarce smile a little. You see? So there's just that thing of, I don't know what you want to call it, almost like a balance, and you just have to make a decision. You have to make proper discernment decisions upon these certain things with certain individual people that come across, in your path, your life, brothers, especially new brothers that are coming in that ain't been in the fold, that don't really know anything. Those are the ones that have to be pay attention to a little bit more. And we have to all pay attention to everybody, but the newer brothers, because they're like little rattlesnakes, not knowing how much venom they can push out. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to bring this out, man. It's been on my spirit. And in the process of time, Yahweh Shema Shai is going to reveal certain things. We already know that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I made the last video when I went on the highways and the byways. Yahweh Shema Shai is going to come with the holy angels, and he's going to separate the goats from the sheep, man. So in the process of time, in the process of that, or